So I've been asked to show all the mods that I've done to my Civic. I've done a lot of shit to it, so let's take a look, shall we? As you can hear, this is no ordinary EP2. I've changed a lot of stuff. I got solid engine mounts, seats have been changed, pretty much everything's been changed. It's a hell of a beast though. So that's my Civic. Knowing my luck, it starts to rain as soon as I get here. That is the boot. This is my interior. Interior wise, haven't done a lot. Changed the radio. Obviously I got short shifter, 6-speed, start button, OMP harnesses, change the lights. As you've seen earlier, that is wired in. This is where all the miles per gallon come from. Did the engine swap myself, did everything in a day, it went quite smooth. Passport engine mounts shipped from the US. Put a racing battery just down there. Skunk 2 intake manifold, still standard throttle body. That will be one of the next things to look at, will be a Skunk 2 throttle body and probably a cold air intake, because I'm getting a lot of heat soak from this one. Had to do a couple of modifications for the fuel line, obviously, because the D16 is the other way round. That's why this engine mounts a lot higher than that one. Brake wise, I got standard EP3 brakes, semi-slick tyres, 20mm spacers front and back, so the car sits flush. I did have to roll the rear arches, but it looks nice as fuck. Mugen spoiler, body club, catback exhaust, Prospect free I believe, got some diffuser fins as well. It's a huge spec list. Everything is like solid bushes and most of it is pretty hidden. I was trying to keep it more of a stealth EP2, so a lot of people see blue EP and they just think, you know, it's a standard 1.6 until obviously I put my foot down and it disappears. Lately, I've been changing the colour scheme. They had the Premier Recaro seats in there. Changed it for black ones. I'm still trying to debate whether to go with the purple accent, for example, purple harnesses and purple door cards, and everything that was red before changing to purple. I've also got launch control. It's been mapped by TDI North. 240 horsepower. It's not as quick as I want it to be, so you always want more power, don't you? But I'll show you what she sounds like. One thing that you might have noticed is when I do put my foot on the brake, it free revs even when the car is not moving. So for example, I'll show you. I'll just stand the car back on. So if I don't put my foot on the brake, it will set the launch control to 4,000 RPM. For example, like that. If I do tap my foot on the brake, I can actually free rev higher than that, so I can go to 9,000. Ideally you don't want to do that, but I'll just show you. And then when I take my foot off the brake, it goes back to launch control. Mod wise, there's a lot of stuff I still want to do, obviously. Just haven't got the money, just like everyone else, same as you guys. Saving up and buying parts as I go. When I changed the boot around, I got rid of all the sound deadening. I still have some things on the list to do. Example, all the roof lining black. I wanted to have everything black on a car. I've done the engine swap twice. This one took me a day to do, but previously I've did it on a white one. Sadly, the other one ended up in a crash, so I made this one from the remains of the other one. But I do prefer the blue colour a lot better than the championship white. Because with the championship white, I had a lot of people come around and they're like, oh, do you have an import? Do you have this? And you know, me just being like, nah, it's actually an EP2 with a K20 swap. And they were like, alright then. With this one, it's completely different because everyone thinks it's a 1.6. When I open the bonnet and they see a K20, they're like, hold on a minute. You must have spent a lot of money on this car, which I have. But that's not the point. Another thing that could be of great help to you guys, it's because I've done the engine swap twice, I know exactly what you need. So if any of you are interested in doing a K20 swap on your EP2, because I did a lot of research and I couldn't find anything at the time, so I had to do everything myself. And first time round, it took me over a week to find out the parts and everything. It's not plug and play, especially with the O2 sensor. So if you guys need any help, just give me a message and I'll reply. I've got a full list anyway. I might as well just give it to you guys. Oh, EP friend. You just see them everywhere now. The issue I'm having is finding content for you guys because I've done pretty much everything to the car. I bought it as a box standard EP2, no modifications whatsoever. A lot of you guys have been messaging me because I haven't made any videos in a while, asking me to show more of the car and make more videos about my car. The plan is to take it on the track since I got a daily now. Kill me, it's a Vauxhall Vectra. But, you know, it'll get me to work and back. So that means I can focus more on longer jobs. So I'll be able to remove the engine again, change the LSD, put an LSD in, change the final drive, that's what I meant. Think my release bearing is squeaking. So, you know, when I get the gearbox out, might as well change that. It's only 40 quid anyway. Gonna go on holiday in a week's time, so I'll be away for 2 weeks, and then when I come back is basically just going to be track days. I'll go center pod, drag strip. I've never been to a drag strip before, so I'll actually be interested to see what sort of times I can get with an open diff. Or probably 15s. I don't know what the car will make, but I'm hoping for 15s. I don't know, I'll see what happens. Just a couple of days ago, I was flooring it in a wet and completely snapped the drive shaft in half. I'll show you when I get home, but I've had this issue before. Standard EP2 drive shaft snap all the time. I never thought I was going to have this issue with an EP3 drive shaft, but you know, the same thing. It must be my driving style, because it's the 4th drive shaft I managed to snap clean in half. Fuck. It's the way I drive, I guess. Gotta love that. Having to use fucking 2 hands to start the car. Massive rattle in here because obviously solid engine mounts. But it's quite good. It's like having a back massage all the time when you're driving a car. So, not complaining about that. Just play with the throttle a little bit and you just relax and have a back massage. Time to head home, and I'll show you the drive shaft, see what I mean. And I'm home. This is where all the magic happened. I've got a time-lapse video of the engine swap. If you go on my Instagram, which is right there, you will be able to see the engine swap and all of the other things that I've done to it. That is what happened to my drive shaft. All the spare parts, like gaskets and stuff that I've changed in the past. Like I said, I think I might be riding the clutch a little bit because I've changed it once and now I need to change it again. So, stop riding the clutch. My garden though, on the other hand, when I decided to spray the wheel nuts, as you can see, there's fucking purple everywhere. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the car, or if you want to see anything in particular, please drop a comment. I'll actually be active on the comments, as you guys can see anyway. Your comments and make the whole difference. So, thanks again for all the positive feedback I've had from you guys. I'll try my best to stay more active and make a lot more videos.